Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Jacob Fatu became the United States champion at WrestleMania 41 after defeating LA Knight. It was a historic moment for the Samoan werewolf as he captured his first singles title in WWE. However, Fatu's celebrations could be short-lived, as a former Universal Champion could show up this week on SmackDown and lay out a massive challenge for his coveted title. Braun Strowman could be lurking in the shadows for the Samoan werewolf. The two stars were embroiled in a heated feud before WrestleMania. Now that Jacob Fatu has the United States Championship, WWE can easily resume that rivalry. With the title in play, Strowman has a very good reason to go after the newly crowned champion. The monster of all monsters could confront Fatu on SmackDown after WrestleMania with a huge challenge. This could ignite a brawl between the two behemoths, leading to a match between them at WWE Backlash. While Braun Strowman can very well challenge the Samoan werewolf at the next PLE, the chances of him dethroning the latter are low. The Triple H-led creative team is highly invested in Jacob Fatu and sees him as a future megastar. If he drops his first ever singles title in WWE in less than a month, it will heavily impact his credibility. Therefore, the game could put a former Universal Champion like Strowman against him, not to take the title, but to give Fatu a strong challenger and make his reign feel stronger. However, this is speculative at this point, and it remains to be seen what Triple H has in store for the newly crowned United States Champion. Jacob Fatu has been on his own for a while on SmackDown, and this has sparked some tension between him and Solo Sikoa. WWE even teased a rift between the two earlier this year, but never really followed up on it. However, Triple H might set up a full-blown feud between the two this summer. The Street Champion seemingly lost respect in the eyes of Jacob when he lost the Ulafala to Roman Reigns in January. Since then, Fatu has refrained from acknowledging Sikoa, causing friction between them. Now that the 33-year-old has the United States Championship, Solo may grow jealous of his stablemate's success. The desire for gold can corrupt anyone, be it friends or family, and the same may happen with a former self-proclaimed tribal chief. Solo Sikoa could turn on Jacob Fatu and challenge him for his title at SummerSlam. Well, this could set up their potential feud, which could begin later this year. Fans have been hoping to see this showdown for months, and the biggest party of the summer can be the ideal stage for this. It could be one of WWE's high-profile matches for the first ever two-night SummerSlam event in history. The atmosphere in WWE has changed. There's electricity in the air, tension beneath the surface, and a storm brewing on the horizon. At the center of it all stands Jacob Fatu, the monstrous, unrelenting force who has taken SmackDown by storm since arriving with the fury of a runaway freight train. Now holding a coveted championship title, one he's defended with savage dominance, Fatu stands as an immovable object. But even the most dominant champions eventually draw challengers worthy of legend. Now, whispers echo through the WWE Universe. Whispers of a former Universal Champion, a name with weight, war-scarred and battle-proven, returning to confront Jacob Fatu at WWE Backlash. And not just to challenge him, but to beat him and claim the gold that now symbolizes the future of the company. The question is no longer if. The question is who. And what will the fallout be? Since debuting in WWE, Jacob Fatu has been nothing short of a revelation. With the wild intensity of his Samoan lineage and the viciousness of a street brawler, Fatu has steamrolled over every opponent in his path. He didn't just win the title, he took it. Brutally. Definitively. He's not here to entertain. He's here to dominate. With ties to the legendary Wwe family, some see Fatu as the natural heir to the bloodline's legacy, filling the void left by Roman Reigns' potential departure. But Fatu's version of dominance is different. There's no pageantry, no calculated speeches. Just violence. Unscripted, primal, and relentless. And that's what makes him so dangerous. Backlash is traditionally where the dust of WrestleMania settles, or explodes. And the rumors are swirling that WWE is preparing a major return to challenge Fatu. The list of former Universal Champions is short, but each brings a unique threat to Fatu's dominance. Here are the most compelling possibilities. 1. Braun Strowman. The monster meets the Samoan Savage. After a long absence due to injury, Braun Strowman is reportedly cleared for action. What better way to return than by confronting Fatu head-on? Strowman is one of the few men on the roster who can match Fatu's physicality and raw power. A clash between these two would be a battle of titans, and the ring may not be able to contain them. This wouldn't be a wrestling match. It would be a demolition derby. If Strowman is the one to answer the call, expect chaos, broken barricades, and a crowd on their feet as two human wrecking balls collide. 2. Finn Balor. The demon rises again. Finn Balor was the very first Universal Champion, and his reign was heartbreakingly short due to injury. But the fire still burns, and with the Judgment Day's recent momentum stalling, Balor might step away from the shadows and into the spotlight. Facing Fatu would be like stepping into a lion's den, but the demon persona could be summoned for this one. Finn doesn't beat Fatu with strength, he beats him with mind games, speed, and resilience. It would be a classic David versus Goliath story, but with supernatural undertones. The fans would eat it up. 3. Seth Rollins. The architect returns to rebuild. If there's anyone with a strategic mind and wrestling IQ to outmaneuver Fatu, it's Seth Rollins. After dropping the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, Rollins might be looking for redemption and new territory. Heyman's recent alliance with Rollins could play into this too. What if Heyman's plan all along was to unleash Rollins as the answer to Fatu's reign of terror? A cerebral war would ensue, one of mind and body. Rollins wouldn't just want the title, he'd want to prove he's still the top architect of WWE's future. This feud would be layered, intense, and stretch well beyond Backlash. Regardless of who challenges Fatu, the fallout from Backlash could reshape WWE's future across all brands. Here's how. 1. The Bloodline saga reignites. Fatu's presence in WWE has already stirred the embers of the Bloodline story. If a major return leads to his downfall, expect a reaction from Roman Reigns, whether as a returning savior or a shadow in the distance. Backlash could be the spark that lights the next chapter in this family war. 2. SmackDown's power structure changes. Fatu has been a symbol of SmackDown's new era, violent, unpredictable, and unscripted. But if a former Universal Champion takes him down, that title, and SmackDown itself, could swing back toward order, storytelling, and long-term vision. Think Rollins. Think Balor. Think storyline gold. 3. New faces rise. Once the monster is slain, or even challenged and weakened, others will rise. LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and even a returning Randy Orton could stake their claim. Backlash could be the reset button the locker room has been waiting for. Backlash is the perfect setting. The name says it all, repercussions. This isn't about the clean glory of WrestleMania. This is about consequences. Revenge. Power struggles. Whether it's Braun, Seth, Finn, or a shocking surprise of returning Bray Wyatt. Kevin Owens going rogue? WWE needs something unpredictable. And Fatu, with his savage style and unstoppable aura, is the ideal final boss. But even final bosses fall. Jacob Fatu has become the heartbeat of chaos on SmackDown. But no champion is invincible forever. At Backlash, a former Universal Champion will rise, not just to challenge the beast, but to try and take everything from him. This won't be about respect. This won't be about legacies. This will be about domination. Who will step up? And more importantly, will Fatu fall? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.